Всем бонжур, дорогие друзья, с вами Анабел, и мы с вами продолжаем играть в игру Престолов. Подождите, у нас меч есть, видите? Он за нами ходит, и думал, что это может на моем экране что-то с левой стороны, видите? Вот он, вот здесь вот. Я убавила немножко звук на 1 поинт, скажем так, снизила его. Потому что слишком громко я вот прослушала немножко запись, и как-то нехорошо вышло. В общем... Так, ну посмотрим, что здесь еще есть. Мы прочитали с вами кодекс, узнали немножко о Форестеров, о их семье и так далее. Вот у нас щит есть, кстати. Что за щит? Форестеров.
The strongest wood in the known world.
Да.
The foresters owe their lives to this wood and the weapons that come from it.
Оружие они из него делают? Ну, щиты понятно, но...
I may be mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
Да, у меня с ногой все нормально будет, не беспокойся, ты все хорошо сделал, мужик. Так, мы больше здесь ничего не можем посмотреть, да? Ладно, хорошо, все хорошо. Так. Да спустись ты уже, ё-моё. Что мы можем еще посмотреть? Ну, посмотреть на лекарство, ну, можно, в принципе, что. Ой, не на то нажала. Не надо так просто... Не надо так глючить. Нельзя. Только не вякай, пожалуйста. Я хочу просто посмотреть. Что? Вообще норм. Это инвентарь, кстати, получается. Меч Форестеров, целебный трав. Эй, слушайте, у нас инвентарь может быть. Мы играли, ну, я играла, ну, вы тоже при этом участвовали, скорее всего. Может быть и нет. Так, значит, The Walking Dead, ходячие мертвецы. И там не было инвентаря. Так, стоп, ребятки. Бинты взять, конечно, да, нужно. Ага, если мы подадимся в путь... Подождите, я, наверное, окно закрою, потому что... Зачем вам эти все шумы? Дотронуться. Можно сперва посмотреть. Зачем дотрагиваться до ведра? Ты что, никогда ведра не видел? Мальчик. О, боги. Фу. Зачем тебе дотрагиваться до него? Вот скажи мне, пожалуйста.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
Очень милые. Прям домашние животные, мои любимые. Никогда не думала, что смогу их полюбить, но, блин, просто...
No, you see there?
Скучаю
You're limping
очень.
again.
I'm fine, really.
Хватит! Мне все хорошо, у меня гадюки вот эти вот под рукой в ведре, блин. Плюс у меня бинты, есть и лекарства. А ну, отстань от меня. Ты вылечил меня, ты мистер, и, блин... Я чувак грозный, ты меня еще не знаешь. Мы не мейстеру должны были меч показывать. Это кому мы должны его были показать? Хер его знает. Он хороший чувак. Но я что-то мейстерам не доверяю после Пайсела. Как русские перевели? Пицеля! Как-то страшно это звучит. Вот, после мистера Пайсела я как-то что-то особо мистерам не доверяю. Хотя в Интерфелле они были хорошие. То есть он был хороший. Поговорить. Ну, можно посмотреть. Ага. Нет, все нормально.
Keep moving. I need to see you walk.
Да хватит смотреть, как я хожу, блин. Тебе не надоело, а? Мне уже надоело.
I'll admit, you do seem better than was to be expected. Does your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you.
Мне можно идти. Кто лорд нашего дома теперь? Почему Уайтхиллы ненавидят нас?
Why do the Whitehills hate the Foresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
Так это Уайтхиллы это, значит, второй сын. Это он в Эссекс уехал к Уайтхиллам, потому что он влюбился в ту девушку. Вроде так, если я ничего не перепутала. Ох, блин. Претендует... или что претендует на нашу рощу?
The Whitehills want Forrester
Нельзя.
Ironwood.
They'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power. And proceed to
Болтоны,
clear
власть,
cut every
бля.
last inch of it until there's nothing left. Just as they've done before.
Рамзи. Я надеюсь, что его пока еще не это... Как сказать? Что Рамзи еще не стал Болтоном, хотя, скорее всего, уже стал. И Тион... Где он? Так, кто лорд, кстати, нашего дома теперь? Мне интересно. Значит, кто там есть? Старший сын умер. Че, маленький лорд?
Who is the new lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course.
Ну да, Итан. Кто же еще?
At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned.
Да.
Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn. Yet the very fate and future of this house rests in
Это
his
как
hands.
Бран у Старков.
Which is rather frightening
Тогда.
when you think about it.
Короткое время. Что будет со мной?
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although, given the circumstances of your circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
Да, он на лют не играет.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true?
Прям как Санса.
Your family...
Они вдохновились Старками. Очень сильно. Потому что их всех выбили уже
I'm
практически.
sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
You saved my life, my lady.
Yet not Roderick's.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Ну да.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember.
Это не ей меч.
It would mean so much to the family.
He said he loved you.
That's very kind of you to say. You have the Forester's sword.
Ethan should have it, now that he is Lord.
Lord Forrester asked me to return it to the house. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the
Da-da-da.
bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forester land.
Ramsay Snow's coming here.
Aye. He'll arrive within the week. Those men will say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
We should demand justice.
Aye. Justice on their terms, which means they'll have your head.
Justice is taken, not demanded. Then what's to be done?
Он прав, даже из Люка.
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. They'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Aye. You'll say it was justice. They'll say it was murder. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan?
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall? The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
Uncle, my place is here. Who will defend the house? You said we need men who can
Вот
fight.
теперь понимаю, почему
There'd be
Джон снова во
nothing we
втором
could do
эпизоде.
to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
I won't put others at risk. I'll go.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
Дункан — это прям имя, вот, когда
settles
начинался
it.
Dragon Age. Серого Стража.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
Это было White Hill с Болтонами, окей. Там было написано, что вот запомнят, что ты сделал. Но я думаю, по-любому он бы на стену
Word up to
пошел.
me. I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you want to stay. But Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
You're the only family I have left.
In my heart, I know I'll see you again.
I've been
Блин,
waiting for the
Болтоны.
right moment to tell you.
What? What is it?
Lord Forrester's last words were, "The North Grove can never be lost."
Sorry,
Вот.
you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
He said, "Tell only you."
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help.
But-
I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house.
Северная роща.
But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Северная роща, не говорите Северной роще. Хорошо. Северная роща, так. Запомните об этом.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
А, это их девиз.
Remember, you represent
Железные
House
льда.
Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
Garrett, wait!
Маленькая. Что? Кулон? Амулет.
Be safe.
Интересно, как мы сможем пользоваться инвентарем? Она что, у нас втюхалась, что ли? Маленькая девочка. Похожа на Сансу.
Ethan!
Итан Форестер. А, не играет в пятки?
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well. And if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
You found me! Well done, Ryan. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
Хороший братец.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
Ашер.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
Прям как
I
Санса,
don't want
блин.
Garrett to die
Серьезно.
either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
He'll be fine. Garrett is smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
He doesn't know me or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were
Нужно
younger?
научиться.
When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way
В
you
общем,
are.
из него можно сделать либо...
I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I may have to change.
I'd rather have my brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But
Либо он станет
since
как
you're the new
король,
lord, you can do anything you want.
I
либо как
suppose.
Нед Старк.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding
Whitehill.
justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
If I were Lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
Не-не-не,
Fine.
можно потом.
If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Нужно ведь свой долг выполнять, правда? Все-таки лорд. Не надо балду гонять. Лафа закончилась, как говорится.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason
okay.
to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Уайтхилл. Его тоже не было, этого дома. Или я не помню его совсем. Нет, не было Уайтхиллов.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house.
Thank you, Lord Whitehill.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oathbreakers.
Aye! And look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt?
Нужно терпеть.
You bloody amateur.
Тут нужно быть
No
дипломатом.
courtesies. I should have expected as much.
My apologies. Please forgive us.
Forgive you? Not likely. You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Ага, вот он, засранец.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
We haven't seen him. He was never here.
You little liar. I will find him. By the gods, you better hope I do, because if I don't, I'm holding you responsible. And you'll answer for what he's done. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
I've heard enough, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
Все правильно.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Do as you like, Lord Whitehill.
Defense is diplomacy. Защита — это дипломатия.
He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once. Your sister can help
King's
us.
Landing.
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Форестера, кстати. Брошь из Хайгардена. Ну да, там, где она была.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Ее матери. Ой, бабушки. Тьфу. Амулет, сделанный из... Ага, тоже амулет.
Ethan made this for me.
Вау, как это мило. Это ее комнатка. Юнкайская монета? Откуда у нее монетка из Юнкая? Юнкай — это там, где, значит, какие... Дейенерис этих бесстрашных воинов, короче, освободила из рабства. С дракончиком. В Эссосе юнкайские монеты. Окей. Хорошо. Я думала, в Юнкае. Незаконное что? Незаконченное письмо.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Это 3-й сезон. Вторая половина 3-го сезона. Угу, понятно. Старая пыльная книга.
Wonders made by man. By Lomas
Это же перевели на книжки.
A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Она еще не в курсе. окей. Эх ты, нужно прочитать весточку. Котелок. Зачем тебе посмотреть на котелок? Ой, дай желание погадаю, будущее увижу. Это типа картина. Ладно, окей. Тут львы. Ой, хер знает что. Или просто животные. Без никакого лишнего смысла. Что ты хочешь на котелок-то посмотреть постоянно? Чё там такое? Ладно, ты от него не отстанешь, походу. Эх. Ты можешь в окно посмотреть, 100%. Письмо от матери. О! Так, в последнюю очередь письмо от матери. Сейчас ты расстроишься.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Да куда там? Север.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Она не сказала, что Родрика больше нету и мужа тоже. Ну, отца. Marjorie?
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Птичка? Варится?
No, it's fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
It's widely known that I work for Lady Marjorie.
I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Cersei.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but...
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble, but I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy, not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Не рассказала, в чем речь была. Marjorie.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Она хорошая, но стратег. Ужас просто.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
I need your help, my lady.
Of course. And I will help you in any way I can. But there's another matter we must attend to first. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north, whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Ну да, с Cersei нужно только так, чтобы
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
она не наделала делов. Ух, мать. Какие дверки. Чуть тебе.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
You can do this.
Тихо, тихо, народ. О, это... нет, это Тирион. Меня обнадеживает, что здесь Тирион и Марджори. Да, Cersei, конечно, это херово, но...
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Преклонить колено.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
Прям как Санса должна
The
отвечать.
Starks were your
Мы
liege
выпущали
lord, yet
Марджори.
you name them traitors so easily.
Clearly her loyalty wavers quite a lot.
If she has any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts?
Кстати,
You're a
голоса
girl from the
оригинальные.
north here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet
Она
loyalty to a
озвучивала.
king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Так. Ну, сложно угодить так. Сказала, говори все, что она хочет услышать, а
I'll walk you out.
угадать, что она хочет реально услышать?
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton.
С ним будет легче разговаривать.
We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
These are trying times, my lord. My family fears what might happen now that the Boltons rule the north.
They must still answer to the crown. You shouldn't forget that, nor should they. That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences.
Да,
She
да,
takes
да, как
great
всегда
pleasure
говорит.
in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters.
А он Master of
The
Coin.
crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard. Not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance. And it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion. But it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Да, да, да. Тирионом нужно дружить. А, блин, Серси нужно с ней быть очень осторожным.
Mira, I was worried.
Ты кто такая?
How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
I'd rather not discuss it, if you don't mind.
Of course not. It must have been horrible. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back. Here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jamie. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true.
Смазливый
And
Джейми.
Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper.
Мартел,
I'm told he
помню.
has a paramour. Which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate. From what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Mm-hmm.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as queen of the 7 kingdoms.
И нахлебалась бы от
I might
Джоффри.
even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match.
Да, бля, не надо.
Sir
Стебаться.
Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Попросить.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no
Нет.
secrets between us.
Не.
It's
Наедине.
about my family.
I trust her.
I prefer to speak with you alone.
Go on. Ask.
Please, Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath to see my brother bend the knee.
Ramsay? Roose Bolton's bastard?
I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown...
That is no small request, especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
Да.
Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Давай, Marjorie.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady.
Спасибо.
I will send a raven to my family at once.
Мне нравится Marjorie. Она хороший дипломат, она хорошо в людях смыслит. Вообще молодец. Королевский тракт, волчий лес. Ага, да-да-да, вернулись к нашему главному герою. Его уже ищут. Тихо, 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 тихо. Тут нужно будет стелсом. Да, 7-й опеку.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Рамзи.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Ладно, ребята, давайте-ка на этом закончим. Вот вы знаете, что делать. Спасибо вам за просмотр. Ну а с вами была Анабель. Пока-пока.